Welcome to Leo for Leos. This is a channel featuring intuitive tarot readings for the astrological sign of Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm a Leo as well, so this is why the channel is called Leo for Leos. Cross-watchers and fellow readers are welcome. However, I do want to give you a heads up that I read the cards as I see them and not always the way it's traditionally done. So let's get started. I am using the Smith-Waite Tarot deck, the Centennial Edition. Okay. This reading is going to be for April 2022 for my Leos. How are Leos going to fare in April 2022? This will be the full monthly reading. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Full monthly reading today. Okay. Cards wanted to talk today. It came out almost immediately. Okay, this is for April 2022. All right. So, let me just... There we go. All right, so Queen of Cups is our first card out. Memory serves me correctly, and the Queen of Cups was a big player last month, and so we kind of have the same energy continuing now. And this is more like controlling your emotions and also like presenting an outward look of, I would say regality is probably what I said before. Just looking very polished, but even though underneath there may be a lot of feelings involved. There may be even feelings of joy, but you're trying to contain yourself enough to keep yourself keep yourself looking very good to other people. I mean, it's like the way you come off to other people. It's very important right now, and you're maintaining appearances. There we go. You're maintaining appearances. And let's dig a little bit deeper into that. Okay, we have the Hermit card, which is saying that there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, even if you are doing things with the public, or you're dealing with people publicly. You are dealing with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You're pretty much doing things like going straight from work to home. You're keeping things very basic. There isn't a whole lot of fun times here for you. And it's basically because you're working towards something. You're searching for something. let's see, keeping up appearances and searching for something. All right, I think a decision needs to be made about your focus because it's too scattered. There's too much going on, and that's the source of a lot of, I wouldn't necessarily say unhappiness, but worry is what I'm getting here. Like, there's just too many things you're working on. You need to pare it down and focus on at least one or two things. I understand the idea of being distracted or just liking a lot of different things, but you've got to just settle on saying, okay, right now I'm going to focus on these two things, and I'll come back to those other things a little bit later when I have more time. And this is kind of urgent because I think the universe is calling for this. It's calling for a commitment, for change, and even justice is. This is really interesting that justice comes up because it's almost like all of the pieces are in place to actually make the changes that you want, and to give you that feeling of like, okay, this feels right. I feel like vindicated for all my work, my effort. It will pay off, but that again, it needs your focus. It needs you to pay attention. And anything that was kind of unsettling and unsure, or even like something you had to defend last month, people might be able to see how it's important to you, or how it's going to pan out now. There may be some people who are converted now that were maybe naysayers. Not all, but some. So you might feel some justice by that, by sort of like a vindication of something. Now, the next stage is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is really like a message. And I'm going to look further into the message, whether you're sending it or you're getting it. Ooh. All right, let's discuss what is happening here. Okay. All right. So this almost looks like a contest or something. It just feels like this is what's throwing me off, the heartbreak here. So this is what really stands out to me. You have a message that either comes or is told, and then you have the King of Wands. I'm thinking that this is a message that has been sent out, and you are getting information about it. It may be a contest, or like a grant that you may need to take care of, or something where you get an information about something that could be helpful to you, and it's going to directly affect your legacy of what you want to leave behind in the world. Like this is the thing that can actually help springboard this into, not if not action, but also like solidify it, give you more confidence that you can have this legacy. So there's creativity that's being activated. There's intuition that's being activated. There is some heartbreak about it. Maybe it's even tapping into some heartbreak feelings. It could be also like this thing is maybe you talking about a past experience, reliving it a little bit, or even feeling a little bit like uncertain and it's the feeling. It doesn't actually mean that you will be heartbroken by it. It just is like something about it makes you think of, or doesn't quite give you the happiness that it should. But it's also too about making decisions that you're unhappy about having to make. Okay, and then there's formulas, or trying to find a formula to make it work. Like that could even be like making sure that you get your forms in on time, and it's sort of it's bittersweet, but whatever it is, it really can help this legacy, whatever it is. The King of Wands shows up, which is the master doer. The King of Wands is about getting things done. And so it may even be, because leading up to this card, it may be even setting something up so that way you can ask people for help, like a Kickstarter or something. But so there's something about it that's not, a sunshiny, happy kind of thing. This is hard work. It's gonna make you feel a little funny. It's probably like something you don't really, a lot of times we're too prideful to do things, but this is the journey, okay, that you have to kind of go on. Consider asking for help. This might be connected to that. Okay. Yeah, there's something unhappy about this whole process that kind of gets you in these two. It kind of gets you in a little bit of a funk. But it's like the growing pains of life. And like if you have a business, creating a business, it's like it's the growing pains of that. It's not necessarily anything wrong with it. So there's about asking for something, and there are strings attached. So whatever it is that you do, right? Let's say you do a Kickstarter, there is strings attached. You're indebted to fulfill the promises of that Kickstarter, like signing your autograph 1,000,000 times or whatever. It's not going to be fun work at all. Not at all fun. But it is going to be kind of, you're going to be tied to it. But it's not bad, because it leads you to look at your assets throughout the thing. Like it's going to ask you to look at your assets as far as like, what is the benefit of doing this? And and there are benefits. It's not satisfying. This is not what you want to do, but you're searching for this cup here. And I think it's part of the journey. Part of the journey. The Emperor showing up is like a confirmation, like, yes, this is the right path. And unfortunately, it's not going to, again, be a lot of fun, but this could be the direction that could change everything for someone with like a small business, or who's trying to get ahead of like filling out grant forms, that kind of stuff. There may be the dredge of having to get a whole bunch of paperwork together and mailing it all in on a certain time. But whatever it is, it's about growing your business and having them healthy, having your healthy business, or having a healthy future, right? Having that healthy future. Okay, so now we're to the point that we are dealing with this worry, and that is worrying that the project or this thing is gonna work. That's what that's about. It's like you've set something in motion and worrying that it's going to work, that the people maybe in charge are going to like it, or that you will fulfill your duties that you promised. Sorry, I'm like sneezing. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's worry. Worried that you're worried about your decisions. Did you say the right thing? Are you, asking for too much money? All kinds of questions, but these are worries in your head. This is not real, like a real thing to worry about. As we notice, the other cards that surround this are not that heavy. It's actually kind of light. So there are moments when you feel this way, not totally. So you can get this out of your mind by changing your energy, watching a movie that you like, and getting together with friends, all that stuff. That could change, that can help alleviate some of this. So your mind is a little bit distracted while you wait for results. And then we have Knight of Swords, which is really about getting out there and taking charge of your workload, and turning the feeling around. Like, it's literally like attacking the problem, right? Going after the problem. So what is making you so worried, and dealing with that head on? It could actually mean like, hey, I'm going to do extra prep work to make sure that when the time comes, I'm not overloaded. And what you're doing is a big, big risk. Okay, it's not something that is not going to be a risk to you. It is going to be a big risk. You're taking a lot of time out of your schedule to take care of this. So yeah, there is a risk involved. And at the center of it is this, the main reason why all of this is happening is because, it's all about money. It's about growing your legacy, and financially is the way to get it done a lot of times. So that's a big worry. Like, do I have enough money to get by? while I pursue this? And do I, could this set me back? So there's a lot of concern about money. It is also tax time in, the early part of April. So that's something to be considered. And also looking at your finances could, kind of bring about an epiphany. But and this card means two things. It's, in this particular case, learning something about your finances or learning something about your money. And then also maybe it could be learning how much money you've saved. If if you're like stocking away money, you may have saved a lot more than you imagined. Whatever it is giving you a happy outlook. At least for, a few days, you'll be happy about what's happening there. Now, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is talking about an offer coming in. Okay, so let's look at this offer. The offer comes with a burden. And you may already feel like you have too much on your plate. Offers are, sometimes, partnership. Oh boy, this could be interesting. All right, this looks good. We like this. So there's an offer clearly that comes in. That's a lot more responsibility. There's more stuff coming in. It could be even your boss offering you something new. And this may have been an offer. It may be an old offer and now it's coming to pass. And there's just so many more burdens on you. And the Lover is a partnership. It's a partnership between two people. And there's sort of a chemistry there. And it could be a business partnership or a romantic one, like something that fulfills you, actually. And that's kind of nice to have a friendship or a relationship or a partnership that fulfills you. This is a partnership that is definitely going to ask you to look into the future and look forward at what is to gain, what can you accomplish over time. And that sounds like a business partnership, doesn't it? Yeah. It could be romantic too, because when you get into a romantic relationship, you look forward to things, right? You're looking forward to the life you might have together. But this, whatever it is, it could be romantic, but the King of Pentacles is showing up, which is, is about money and growing money. So it's two-pronged. This could actually be a person who has a lot of money, who comes in and kind of takes you under their wing, and they may share their knowledge about about things professionally with you. And again, you have a lot of chemistry with this person, get along with them very well, and they have you looking at the future. It could also just be like your mindset, like, hey, it's time to get things together. Let's like snap it up. Aren't you the CEO of your own life? Let's get this, yeah, you're going to have burdens. It's part of the, part of the job of being a CEO of your life, and you're ready to do this. I think in this is looking so good to me, because that, again, the word legacy comes up. It comes up, the cards show up. They didn't come up last week. Sorry. They didn't come up last year. No, did they come? Yeah, it came up last year. It didn't come up last month. Yeah, it didn't come up last month as far as I can remember. And it looks like it's kind of like this is going to be on your mind for the last half of the year. It's like, if it hasn't been obsessing your mind already, it's legacy, legacy, legacy. What am I going to leave behind? What can I say, at the end of my life that I've accomplished to help humanity, if not humanity, my community, and if not community, my family, or, who have I affected positively in the world? Now the next thing is King of Cups, which is dealing with emotions, again, handling them, being very stoic in the presence of other people, but also dealing with a lot with a lot of emotions. See, water is about emotions, and the waters are not calm. They are tumultuous back there. But the King of Cups is chill. Maybe even a little satisfied. Maybe even a little bit satisfied. All right. So the last card is the Wheel of Fortune, which is basically talking about timing. It's time is the message I'm getting. It's time. It's time to activate, Autobots roll out. So, King of Cups, again, we were saying calm. Knight of Pentacles. This, I'm not sure if this is the same kind of offer, but this is referring to the offer. It's referring to the offer. Again, followed by the burden. And also, this is like, you have been through so much, but you're not done yet. You've still got some more fight in you, and you're ready to take on challenges. There is a feeling, and we all get it every once in a while, of, that things are not as good as they could have been. If you could have taken advantage of things like 10 years ago, the things would have been different. If you hadn't have made that choice, it would have been different. But, all that aside, this feels like, at this point in April, it's going to really feel like you're given a second chance. Like a second chance to do what you may be regretful about the past about. So you're getting a second chance to make things right and do things the right way. The attitude, however, is like win at all costs, and it's not bad in this situation. Again, you may have to cut people out of your life. You may have to turn away from certain things. You may have to isolate yourself away from certain people and certain conversations. But it's all about this timing here. It's time for Leos to really, really shine. For them to really find their moment in the sun. Now, if you look at the end-facing cards, they are miraculous. I mean, justice, the king of doing things, the empress that makes things grow, the light, the sunny light of knowledge, the king of pentacles, running your own money, and wheel of fortune, it's time. I mean, that's a direct message from the universe saying it's time to activate those powers that you have. So Leo, I hope this helps. This is the message for April 2022. And I hope this is a great month for you. And if you are doubtful about a couple of things and you want to hear from other readers, go on ahead and check my blog. It's down in the description. And you'll be able to get awesome readings for the entire month. I actually curate these, and it's from a lot of different YouTubers. If you can't follow them all, I do, and I have provided their updated horoscopes and readings monthly. So every single day there is a reading or a horoscope reading for Leos only. So if you want to check that out, the link for that is in the description. I hope that you check it out because it is pretty awesome. I'm really proud of my curation there. I just want to thank you so very much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. If you haven't done so, please consider doing so for Leo Intuitive Tarot Readings. Be sure to hit the bell icon to be the first to know when my next video gets posted. Many blessings to you, my awesome Leos. And remember, this channel is for you and you alone.